Extreme Elements Bot Running Robot.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for KC. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. The Chiefs at 500, sitting at 5-5. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down. If this has been a great opening drive, you know at this point they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. The drive will start with an option going left. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So that play, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought. First down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to 14. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
23 yards the pickup there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good.
Running robot.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him. He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown! Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 24, Chiefs 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Their catch. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown, L.A.
Mike Williams
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Taylor now from the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 121 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. Charles, are you kidding me? 4? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. Named at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over first down again at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 181 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
You got to go right here. You got to
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A gain of 15 yards. Tonight's final score, Chargers.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.